Yo guys, and welcome to another episode of Footy Recap. Today we're going to talk about match day 5 and match day 6 because I forgot to do match day 5 last week. But don't worry, I'll be more consistent now. I was just busy. I just arrived back from uni, so I mean back to uni. I mean not arrived from uni. Yeah, you get the thing. Um, so basically the main and big thing we're going to talk about today is Manchester United. I'll leave that for last because that was the big game, Man United versus Spurs, um, and they are not doing well. We all know. But before I go into that, let's just talk about my team. Chelsea, West Ham happened. Match day 4, we battered them. Then Brighton v Chelsea happened, and we battered them again. Obviously, I think Matty, there's few problems in the team. I think the main one you could say sometimes in the midfield the passing could be bad or one two mistakes, but that is a good thing that there's only little mistakes and not a big huge thing because overall the attack looks good and everything's amazing. And main thing I want to talk about a person is Cole Palmer. Like, what a player Cole Palmer is, man. He's such a generation player. Some people say he's better than Saka. Some people say, I personally think I'm on that thing. Saka is amazing and he's done it through all 4 years, so I agree with that. But I think he has the potential to overtake him in the year. I'm not saying he's currently the best, but he has the potential to be the best. And uh, in a few years, can go on to that level. 100%, I won't start saying he's better than Eden Hazard or bloody better than Ronaldo. The people who say that are just on drugs, fam. Like, even people who say, oh, he's better than Haaland, I won't go to that extent, but yeah, first thing they play in different positions, and not only that, you should see in it. But at the same time, he could surpass some of the players like Saka, Foden, and all of that. Foden, I think, maybe already. But oh well. Next we have is I want to talk about the Arsenal Man City game and the Newcastle. Then what happened? So Arsenal v Man City happened. Obviously, a lot of, again, as always, officiating problems, things like that. Should that be a yellow card for him kicking the ball away? Loads of stuff. But overall, it happened a draw. I will say I think Arsenal should have won that. But oh well, it happens what happens. But at least Man City dropped points, and I'm actually happy that Arsenal and Man City both dropped points because at the same time, as a Chelsea fan, I don't want none to succeed apart of Chelsea, and we are doing well. So I don't think we're going to win the title because the big games are when we're going to play against Liverpool and Arsenal. If we perform against them, then maybe I will be like, oh, okay, cool. Right now, I'm still a bit like 50-50. Can we even, like, even though we're doing well, can we even solidify top 4? That is my main, like, brain right now. And maybe win a trophy this year will be very nice. Uh, but overall, it's like I'm not gonna jump to conclusions. But overall, let's come back to Arsenal. They drew against Man City, and then they nearly drew against Leicester, which was sad because I think they were dominating them, and then Leicester had 2 shots on target and scored both, so that's just unlucky. But then Arsenal in the last 19 minutes scored 2 goals and finished that game off and won, which was good. But luckily, Man City dropped 2 more points against Newcastle. Newcastle played very well. I watched the game a little bit. They were good, even though they have Isaac and Lewis Botman and loads of other people injured. I think Newcastle is a team who's gone through injuries, and because of the new PMO guidelines, which has got Newcastle a bit like on the edge, is not making them spend. Which I hopefully after this whole Man City thing happens, either if they're not guilty, just allow everyone to do it, or either like I don't know, man, like it's so hard to compete with Man City, and now there's new guidelines in making it even more harder. So hopefully that thing gets sorted out soon. And then afterwards, I think, oh yeah, Aston Villa drew against Ipswich, which was quite, I was like, wow. But yeah, and I think those were the big games that happened recently. Rest, obviously, we all know. I'll look at the thingy table quick before we go on Man City. Man United, sorry. As you can see, Liverpool is first, which is quite nice with 50 points. Liverpool, I will say yes, we have to talk about them as Liverpool recently, I think, built Wolves. There, I would say 6 wins and a 1 loss is not bad. 5 wins and 1 loss is not bad at all. Like, I would rather have that because I think the rest have 4 wins and 2 draws. Like Manchester City also have lost a game, but still Liverpool is number one. Why? Because they only had 1 loss, but they won all 5 games, and they have been very good. Like Arne Slot is doing good, and I think I want to see how well he does. Their next game is Crystal Palace, and then they're against us. That I think that game against Liverpool is the decider. Like, is Chelsea actually that good, or is this just like we now can beat mid teams, which we couldn't do before either? That's the only thing. Sorry if my camera is going left, right a little bit. It's just because I don't have a stand, but soon I'll get a better stand, or I'll fix the issue soon. But oh well. So that's what's going on. But now let's speak about the one and only Man United. They're not looking good, bruv. Obviously Tottenham v Man United, but both were going through what is like a rough patch. Like Tottenham Hotspur before this match had won 2 games, draw 1 game, and lost 2 games. Now they have won 3 games because they beat Man United 3-0. And Man United before this game had won one game. No, let me see. The two, yeah. Won 1 game, drawn 1 game, and lost 3 games, maybe something like that. I don't know. But yeah, now they've lost 2 games. Like they're not good. Like they're number 13 in the league, below Brentford. It's not looking good for them, and questions are arising that should they sack what's his name? Should they sack Ten Hag? And I think they're waiting for after the Porto game. They were saying maybe, and I think I agree because they need to wait at least. I think he's gonna get sacked after the international break most likely, because team is not looking good. But at the same time, who are they gonna replace with? Because when I see the team, the problem is in the players and the players' attitude, which has been a problem for a long time for Arsenal. We had the same problem for the last 2 years with Lukaku, people like Lukaku, Mason Mount. But the thing I think I will, as much as I mock our owners or anything, and I do because they're very frantic and thingy, but I think, and the reason is we know now why, because we have 2 owners who cannot align with each other. That's the main problem of my club when it comes to ownership. We have 2 owners who want to do different stuff, and that's the reason it's so messed up. It's not that the owners are not passionate or stuff, because we've seen when players have done badness and they need to sell players, they've sold them and they've done it well. So that part I would say our team, our ownership is very good. The only problem is once, let's see what happens in it. But in that matters, we are a very good, well done team, and we're now doing well. That Enzo came in and he is doing well, and we need to give him time still. Even if we start losing 1 or 2, 3 games, please don't sack him. Please don't do anything. Just give him time and let him pull his thing out. And I will thank Pochettino as well, because he literally set it up, and now Enzo is building it on. But overall, the thing about Man United is the owners do not want to sell some players like Rashford, Maguire. Like there's so many players who are so much bad and they're still in the team. And I understand how. Like yes, Rashford is good, but he's so inconsistent. Like ridiculously. Like they sell Sancho, and now he's doing well at Chelsea. Maybe he's not was not the main problem. I remember they sold Ronaldo as well and all of that, but they were not the main problem. I think the main problem are people like Rashford, are people like maybe Bruno as well. Bruno had an amazing 1 season, but again the consistency lacks. If the consistency lacks, you need to sell them. You need to give a message out to the players in Manchester United that we are not tolerating any inconsistency. That's what we did, and now look, Chelsea's actually performing well. Why? Because we sold all the inconsistent players. And the thing is, Man United is consistently also buying inconsistent players. Like they bought Mount. Like he was already not that great. He was going down the hill, and you still bought him. So, personally speaking, I think Man United. I don't think it's the manager. It's more of owners and players' attitude. Once that is fixed up, then I think they will do well. But I'm happy with it. I hope it never gets fixed because I hate Manchester United. I'm a Chelsea fan, of course I do. But overall, that was for the newses, and that was my thoughts on Man United, what they're doing. But thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.